Good morning, Dons. Today is Friday, April 23rd. I'm Nick, and...
Nick, what are you doing?
I'm filming ABTV like we were supposed to.
Nick, we're not filming ABTV. We're filming the 2021 Donversity rally.
Yeah, I knew that. Could you just get us started off then, while I clean up some stuff?
Sure, Nick.
All right.
It can be hard to stay positive, but we're hoping that we can help.
This year is our 7th annual Donversity Rally, and it's always been our school's biggest and most anticipated event of the year. Although this year's been a little different, the Donversity team has been committed to recognizing and celebrating Amador's diverse students, staff, and community.
From our music program and athletic department to our student groups, Amador always strives to be as inclusive as possible. We make sure all voices are heard and that people from all backgrounds are appreciated. Hey Nick, have you heard of our pride characteristics?
Of course, Somia. I've been going to this school for 4 years, and I've heard it at every single rally.
Okay, Nick. Well, some of our fellow students do not have as much experience with the acronym as we do. Should we do a little explanation?
Smart. Pride stands for personal responsibility, respect, integrity, and diversity.
Nick, I think you're forgetting one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about entertaining.
That's not it. It's empathy.
Oh yeah, right. Well, if I'm not here to talk about Amador's pride, then why the heck am I here?
Right now, we're here to watch Amador's Barbershop Quartet perform the Amador hymn. So guys, take it away.
Hail Amador, we're loyal to thee evermore. True to thee will always be purple and gold for Amador. Hail Dons, hail our school of honored fame. We salute you, we are proud, for Amador is our name. Name, 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 and down.
Wow, Somia, that was fantastic.
I know, right?
You know, I actually auditioned for the quartet last year. Do you want to hear my audition tape?
I don't
Hail Amador!
You know what, Nick? That was great, but I think we should leave it to the professionals. Next up, we have a beautiful dance performance by Bollywood and Bungar.
Let's check it out.
चलिया 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 रूह चुरा लूं मैं हूँ ऐसी चलिया 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 ओ चलिया हाथ ना आऊं मैं हूँ ऐसी चलिया Kamaria, Najaria, Kamaria, Najaria.
Wow, that was amazing.
I know, right? It was so exciting and upbeat. I wish I could have been part of the performance.
You know, they do actually practice in the D building hallway. Maybe we could join our next practice.
We should. And as much as I'd like to talk about Bollywood and Bungar more, we have so many more exciting performances to get through. Next up, we have more of a sensitive performance from GSA.
So, GSA, take it away.
Through the last 4 years, I've been able to figure out my gender identity and what it means to me. The biggest moment I remember is when I finally figured out my name. It felt like that should have always been my name, and the word fit me comfortably. Through being my most authentic self, I finally understand the feeling of being confident because I'm no longer held back from myself. A positive experience that I have had surrounding my identity has been becoming more confident in who I am. A moment when I have been proud of my identity was when it has brought me closer to the friends that I'm out to. To me, my sexuality means the personal growth that it has created through the process of discovering it.
I remember when I first was very open to my friends about my identity. They were all so sweet about accepting me, and they've helped me try out different names that fit me. I remember being so proud about my identity once I was able to start binding because I felt more comfortable in my skin. It was amazing.
Whenever I see that someone has their pronouns in their Zoom name, it makes me feel as though that person is affirming my identity, even if they don't know about it, because it shows that they support the LGBTQ+ community.
I'd say many of my friends helped to affirm my identity, but there was one friend in particular that I confided to when I was questioning during my sophomore year. She moved away to North Carolina. Very sad. I remember one day we were talking during class, and I kind of told her something around the lines of like, hey, I think I might be bi. I don't know for sure, and I'm still questioning, but I like girls. And she was really supportive and accepting of me. Throughout the year, I talked to her about my sexuality and how I didn't know what label would fit me best, but she gave me the courage to come out to my other friends and my family when I was ready. The two positive experiences / moments that I felt proud of my identity are when I stopped questioning my sexuality and when I came out to my friends and my family. Sometime in the middle of my sophomore year, I wasn't as confused about my sexuality and felt at peace, probably due to having an amazing supportive friend mentioned earlier and watching Steven Universe for the first time and seeing a lot of queer representation. My coming out was also a positive experience, thankfully, and it felt nice to tell the people closest to me that I'm queer and to just get it over with.
All of my friends bar one have all affirmed my identity, and the one staff member I am out to has as well. I think the community formed is pretty close-knit. I'd like to see more people join the club as an ally or as a member of the community. I think they work really well together and get along.
My sexual identity means that as long as I have a very strong and deep emotional bond with someone, no matter their gender identity, then I will be able to feel attraction to them in more than a platonic way.
The NHS pledges to give all students the opportunity to engage in higher education, leadership, service, and achievement.
I wonder what Donversity means to them.
Let's find out.
Diversity to me is the diversity of experience. We all know that we're all diverse here at Amador. We've been told that throughout our academic careers, right? But it's the personal effects of this diversity that took a little bit more time to really truly recognize and to realize was there. It's the ability for us to talk about our shared experiences and of course our differences that makes being a student at Amador so beautiful and so rewarding on a daily basis.
I welcome diversity by being receptive to other cultures and willing to learn new ideas. No two people will agree on everything, so making sure I understand from different viewpoints is really important when it comes to welcoming new ideas.
I envision seeing a world where all races, all cultures, and all ethnicities get along well and appreciate each other and are also open-minded and accept each other's differences.
I like to bring diversity into my daily life with my friends by introducing them to different types of music from my culture and the different types of food. I normally invite them to pujas and other religious festivals around me in my community, and we always seem to have a lot of fun at them, and that's how I think I can spread diversity into the city and around my community and my groups of people and my friends.
Thanks, NHS, for sharing what Donversity means to you.
Yeah, that was great. Hey Nick, aren't we standing on the famous Amador Wheelchair Foundation basketball court?
We're outside the library.
Where they have the art gallery.
No, that's in the library.
Whatever. Now, our next segment is from Amador Wheelchair Foundation.
Wow, that was amazing. I feel like every performance in this rally is just getting better and better.
Well, Nick, I think this next one will knock your socks off.
I'm not wearing socks.
It's a metaphor, Nick. Anyways, please welcome Black Student Union.
The N-Word Poem, written by David Farrar and modified by the BSU at Amador Valley High School. In this modern day world, we seem to consume the N-word of hate, the slave word for doom.
This word has been drenched in red from our blood. It enslaved us like swine, chain dragged through the mud.
How fast we forget. Those lynch mobs and scars, the burnings and beatings, those hot branding bars. Our freedom was taken, our humanity stolen. We were just the N-word, no body, no soul.
With the crack of a whip, this word was yelled out. With each break in our necks, the rope showed no doubt.
We were hunted like prey, then put on the block. We were chained as slaves, with the chain brace and lock.
This N-word was used to take guilt out of blame because it made us inhumane to be killed with no shame.
Yet after all those years of our suffering pain, the use of the word has weakened our brains.
We throw it around like a word with no past, but history lives on from the shadow it cast.
It's now part of our language in every sentence we say. It shows up our ignorance in a sorry, sad way.
It's time for all to recognize the hate, rage, and tears bound to this term, yet pushed aside, ignored for years.
Limitations and labels meant to strip one's dignity, destiny, identity have no place in any just society. We are all destined to achieve our dreams, our goals, and who we want to be.
We are the generation seeking new horizons, a new reality. We reclaim our own narrative.
After listening to this poem, you can commit to not using the N-word anymore, or any derogatory terms, and calling out others where they're using these words.
This is to stamp out hate, racism, and bigotry at our school and community as a whole, to create and spread change whenever and wherever we can.
And for our next act, we have...
Whoa, this isn't our job.
What do you mean? That's literally why we're here.
Yes, we're here to host, but not for this next act.
So can I leave?
Not yet. Next up, we have Black Student Union introducing a performance for choir.
Sholosa, meaning to go forward with hope or make way for the next man. It was at first a traditional mining song by Mastigna Negoveni, originally sung by men of the Ndebele ethnic group who by steam train traveled from Zimbabwe, formerly Rhodesia, to work in the South African diamond and gold mines. It is in the language Finagalo, a mix of Ndebele, Zulu, and various other ethnic languages, depending on the singers that are original to those miners.
Today, it is South Africa's second national anthem, a symbol unofficially of peace, national recollection, and moving past the depths of the mining environment and prison cells of Robben Island, where Nelson Mandela sang Shosholoza while working during his imprisonment. He compared the apartheid struggle, which was the segregation or discrimination on the grounds of race, to the motion of oncoming train. The singing made the work lighter, he said.
The United States Naval Forces Europe Band paid a special tribute to Nelson Mandela on Nelson Mandela Day in 2020 by singing this song. We are here to introduce the choir who follows suit to tributing South African culture with Shosholoza.
Shosholoza,
Somia, have you been hearing that music in the background the whole time we're talking, or am I just going crazy?
Well, actually, Nick, the AV drumline has been playing behind us this entire time.
The drumline? I love them! They always get me so hyped before any big school event.
Well, you're in luck because...
Quiet! I'm trying to hear the drumline.
On that note, on to the AV drumline.
So much better. I'm so energized. I can't sit still. On to the next act. What was the next act?
You sent the itinerary, Nick.
That doesn't mean I read it.
It's a good thing I did. On to Wind Ensemble 1.
that performance really blew me away. Get it? Blue, wind ensemble.
Oh, Nick, you and your puns. Well, for our next performance.
Wait, is it who I think it is?
Well, that depends. Were you thinking of AV Bollywood Ensemble?
Yes! Oh my gosh, how do you read my mind, Selmia? Cue the performance.
Shona, make Shona, 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 oh, oh, oh. Shona, make Shona, 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 oh. All the kings had their queens on the throne. We would pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. Even just the king can move one space at a time, but queens are free to go wherever they like. You get too close, you'll get a royalty high. So breathe it in to feel alive. Roko ise jitna महसूस होए उतना दर्द जरा सा है थोड़ा दबा सा है इसमें है जो टूटा तारा इतरा के गा रहा है रात गहरी तन्हा मुझे छूने आके तो जैसा फिल्मों में होता है हो रहा है हुआ हुआ या जुबिडुबी पंपारा जुबिडुबी परंपा जुबिडुबी नाचे क्यों पागल
Thank you, AV Bollywood Ensemble. Nick, I'm sure you're going to enjoy our next performance.
Don't you remember? I didn't read the script, so I literally have no idea what's coming next.
I'll give you a hint.
Oh, you're trying to do a K-pop dance! It's K-pop Club!
You got it. Last but not least, let's close our performances today with a performance from K-pop Club.
we good to go now?
Not quite yet. We need to film the outro.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. And remember, Dons, it's always a beautiful day.
Wait, Nick, we're not filming ABTV.
Oh, I forgot we weren't doing that either. All right, I'm sorry.
We want to thank everybody who was able to make it to today's virtual rally. And a special thank you to all the amazing Amador clubs who were able to participate.
We also want to thank everyone who participated in this year's Donversity Week. We hope you had fun. I know Somi and I definitely did.
You know what, Nick? Let's close it off with our favorite outro. I know you remember after so many years of practice.
And remember, Dons, it's always a beautiful day here at Amador. Happy Donversity Week!